These days, a lot of people have heard you need to practice your media interviews in advance on video, your speech in advance on video. So that part is filtering through, but people typically forget the most important part. Practicing on video in and of itself doesn't do anything positive. In fact, in many situations, it can make people less confident. It can make people worse, because if you practice on video and you look at it and you fixate on what you don't like, that's going to chip away at your confidence. If your last image of yourself is something you didn't like, it's not going to make you any better for the real interview. So I want to walk you through how to avoid that. But first, the overall most important principle when it comes to practicing and rehearsing your media interviews, your speeches, any presentation where media might be present, is you have to practice on video until you like every aspect of how it looks. You need to practice on video to the point where someone playing back the video can stop any 10 seconds and say, how do you feel if that's the only clip that gets on the #1 news site, or that gets on the dominant network newscast in your country? And your response is, that'll be great. That's how I want to look. That's how I want to sound. That's my message. You have to practice on video until you get to that point. Maybe it takes 2 times. Maybe it takes 3 times. Maybe it takes 300 times. It doesn't matter. You don't send out a press release having only spell checked half of it, knowing you still have dozens of spelling errors. You don't send it out until you've looked at the final product and you can see there's no spelling errors, there's no factual errors, there's no legal errors. It's good to go. You need to take that exact same mentality when it comes to preparing and rehearsing on video for your media appearances. Keep doing it until you love it, until you think there's nothing else obvious to you that you would change. Now, everyone's different. Some people can do that in 5 minutes. Some people, it may take hours or a day, but it will pay off for you, because the next time you do it, it'll take a lot less time. And the time after that, less time. And after a while, it may only take you 60 seconds. You've practiced on video once, you've looked at it, you've figured out it's exactly the way you want to come across. But let's now start square one. How do you really do this?